So as usual, start with some quad isolation work. Pretty much what I'm following is like day A, we train the quad at its short contraction, and then day B, we train it in its lengthened position. So obviously, I'm just using the leg extension and the reverse Nordics, and then I just took her advice with the warm up. So I decided to create like a little circuit thing. So I did the hip 90-90 internal rotation, hip aeroplanes, and then I followed that up with like some box seated windmills, and then just basically like 2 sets of 10 on that. Feel free to fast forward this bit, so it's probably going to be like another 20 seconds of warming up. And then I decided to do the hip thrusts and just body weight squats as a superset. So I've got these Metcon 7 flies, I think they're called. I made a mistake when I bought them. I didn't realise like it didn't have any laces, and that was the difference between them. I'll be honest, they feel like fucking running trainers. They're spongy as fuck, so I'm not sure if I'll keep them. They are pretty flat though. There's definitely like some form of heel drop. They are pretty flat, but I do not recommend them. There won't be any commentary now until I get to working sets of RP 8 and 9, so feel free to skip forward. So normal jumps now, I do bar 50, 75 reps, and then I just do singles until I get to working weight, which would be this one. Now this 110 would have been a single still, and it moved pretty well. I was obviously quite upright, there wasn't too much flexion in my upper back. This is, or was, a double. I think I've just fucking trimmed out the first rep, annoyingly. The first rep was better than second, so it moved well. I tried to like sneak in an extra 5 kilo, but the double was definitely sort of an RP 10. I would not have got a third rep there, I don't think. So I do this double and drop it back down. There was a lot of rounding in my back on that one. So I'll go back to 120 now. And then this double. First one was quite good, to be fair. I remember this double now, so this second rep, sorry, was quite laboured to get out of it, but I mean, it doesn't look bad, but the back definitely lost position. And now onto these bastard snatches. So I try to stick to no foot variation. It's just powers make, well obviously because the knee makes it even harder because the weight just feels heavy the moment to stop. But just powers in general. I'm not sure if it's just the egregious amount of bar height I need to generate, mixed with the fact that whenever I make contact with the bar it always goes forward, but as you'll see, once I get to like 60, 70, 75, I was just struggling with even stabilising the bar. Or just even feeling just strong in that foot position, I think. And in the end, I ended up getting frustrated. And I returned to like frog stance for a couple of reps, which I made, but they're just not pretty. So I mean, like something I was trying to focus on today was pushing my knees back off the floor. But I'm just finding that like when I was doing that, the weight was coming back so far into the heel, I was off balance, and I was having to like use the pause to readjust where the balance was. Well, normally I just focus on just basically standing up with flat feet, and you know, it feels how it is. As you saw, my first miss there, so I'm doing the Glen Pen Lathan game right. If I miss 5 kilo, I can make it 5 kilo. I think I missed this again. Yeah, this one was annoying because it's just like I'm afraid to put my body through the bar. Everything's just behind the bar. The only thing that's forward is my hands and head. So drop it back down. It just feels janky. So at that point, this is where I get frustrated. I'm like, fuck it, let's just fucking stance it. And then like, what would you know? Fuck it up again. But I get a bit pissed off, so I just fucking hang it and it flies. But my footwork on the catch isn't great again. So you'll see like I'm just splitting super wide, and it's most likely going to be static as well, that stance is. I think this one I clean up a bit. Barely. I think I weren't happy with any of these reps, which is why I just kept doing it. That was the clean one. But it just seems like the turnover is slow, and here's the jerks. So I built up to 115 double. 120 hit for 3 singles, just kept missing the second rep. So I'll just leave these to play with more commentary.